Pat, I'm going to give this one to you because you're about up, aren't you? Just 1 second. Everybody, can you go into your line and just check you can open the link I sent you earlier? Because we're going to do what we did last time, which is like one of you is going to evaluate each other. Oh dear. Okay, and we want to do that online. You've been evaluated by, I don't remember, Carlos.
那就说 trash 就可以了。没有，我平手。
你平时哦，他虽然不是
那不是。
Bruce, am I going to say it?
完全没看。真的是我比你，比他少点。我现在可以开始直接打，The best.
Trash.
Can you get us into that one, yeah? Alright, so Ryan, you're going to be evaluating Dylan, and then Carlos, you're going to evaluate Avery. Okay, so everybody, you need to evaluate one of the speakers. First up is Pat. Who's evaluating Pat? Lucien, you got that job. Okay. Pat, do you want to use a pointer?
Sure.
You should do, I guess. I think we should be fine. That's for you. There you go.
Which one is the light flashlight?
Light is this one.
Oh, okay.
Right, left. Okay, stick it in.
Shit. 要怎么全荧幕啊？我要怎么全部插入？在什么？哦，在哪？哦，靠腰。
Title, guns, drugs.
Yeah.
Absolutely sure.
Okay.
Does it work for you?
Yeah.
No, left and right. Like this
Oh, this one. Wait.
You need to. Where do you need to plug something in? USB. I think.
Okay.
Who's gonna close the computer down afterwards? Because I'm gonna forget my thumb. Pat, are you ready?
Yes.
All right then. So we need time. We need time. Jess, we need time. Right. All right, Pat, whenever you're ready, we'll give you like 3 minutes, okay?
Okay. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today's topic is my hometown, Taichung. And speaking of Taichung, what comes to your mind first? Drugs, guns, criminal, or crimes? But actually, Taichung is a place full of love and peace. I'd like to introduce Taichung's people, culture, and delicacies along coastline. Okay. First, I would like to introduce you our big parents, Ncku and Xiuyan. Xiuyan is our mayor, and Ncku is our underground mayor. Yeah. Actually, yeah, the real one. And he's the nicest guy I've ever seen. For example, if you want to watch a beautiful scenery of the sea along the coastline, just find him. He will help you to settle down. Okay, and next I want to share you with two important folk culture in Taichung. And the first one is 八家将, and the other one is 妈祖绕境. Okay, first one 八家将. Although you may have bad impression of it because for its bad reputation, like they are full of students who drop out of school or some bad teenagers. But originally, it's a job for the god, and they are generals to drive away ghosts for gods. And nowadays, it has become a type of art rather than the original religious function. Okay, next one is 大家妈祖 pilgrimage. It lasts for 9 days, and the route is from 大家 in Taichung and to 新港 in Jiayi, then back to Taichung. And since there are many people who are believe in Mazu in Taiwan, this is definitely a critical activity once a year in Taiwan. And there's a specific activity is that there are worshippers. They will crawl beneath a palanquin to get the bless of God of the year. Okay. Lastly,
20 seconds.
lastly, I would like to share a specialty. 东泉辣椒酱, and you can see it everywhere in Taichung breakfast shop or restaurants. And this is 激光香香鸡 with 东泉辣椒酱. It's really delicious. And lastly, I want to end the reputation with an image. It contains the love of Taichung people and the specialty 东泉辣椒酱. It's a 水煎包 baby, and he's feeding it. Okay, so here that's my reputation today. Thank you.
Can you upload?
Yeah, I finished.
Who's next? Right, who's going to evaluate? Avery. Right, Avery, when you present.
I'm listening.
All right, Pat, I didn't get a chance to tell you. Obviously, when you present, don't stand behind the podium. Okay, don't stand behind the podium. Come out, okay, and try your best. Don't be looking at people. Try and be looking at the audience. Okay. Avery, you catch all that?
Oh.
You are exactly like the lady in that video we watched last week. It's not working.
Okay. Do you know that Kaohsiung is the first city in Taiwan that recalled their mayor? I bet you guys know. But besides this, Kaohsiung has more to offer. And I'm Avery from the ME department. And today I'm going to talk about my hometown, Kaohsiung. So my presentation will cover these 3 parts, and let's jump to the first one. So as you all can see, probably not, but Taiwan is over here. And if you enlarge this area, and you'll get this one. And Kaohsiung is here. The area of why? I don't know what happened. But this is the area. It's I'm sorry. What? I don't know what happened. Okay, and this is the temperature. And many people know that Kaohsiung is really hot, and it is true. Even if in the coldest month we have 24 degrees as our highest temperature, which is really warm. Oh my God. I I don't know. It works really fine on my computer. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But moving on to the tourist attraction. This is the Pier 2 Art Center, and it is pretty popular recently. And if you guys have the chance to check it out, I highly recommend it. And another one is Dragon Tiger Tower. And this, many people don't know about this, but I think it's quite interesting. People say that you have to go enter it in the dragon side and get out on the tiger side. If you do it in the reverse sequence, you are said to have bad luck, but I don't know why. And I never tried it actually. And okay, so lastly, what we're famous for. So the first one is actually mayor, and I have animation, but I don't know what happened here. But of course, I'm gonna put that one at first because he actually broke many records. And the second one is actually the name of the road. So there are 10 roads in Kaohsiung that follow a special name system, which consists of numbers and another word. And the word is actually origin from traditional Chinese literature, which is really cool. And last one is actually air pollution, but I don't think that's that special because many cities struggle with this problem, maybe. So, do anyone have any questions? I really don't know why. Oh. 刚刚已经讲完。
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, before we do this on June the 16th, I guess we need to practice. And the other thing, go on, everybody don't finish with a PPT like that, okay? I'll say it, but you don't need a PPT that says questions, right? If you want to ask questions, just ask the question directly. So if you have one now, take it off.
You're welcome. I'm the first one.
Yes, you are. Avery, I have to say, considering it's such a mess, you handled it really well. So well done here, well done. Right, good, Avery, well done. Comments from who's evaluating young Ryan? Alright, thanks to
All right, let me get the files, cause the animations are kind of essential. So please allow me to get it. So, Sawadika. Today I'm going to be sharing about, actually not Thailand, but Taiwan. So, as you all know, this is Taiwan. Well, at least we hope it is. But actually, this is the real Taiwan. And as you can see, it's a lot of stuff going on over there. Let's focus on the flag first. So, this is the flag of Taiwan. And the white, it consists of three colors representing peace and love. And actually, forget about the flag, because we can't even use it in the Olympics. We have to use our Chinese Taipei Olympic flag, kind of like the refugees. But you know that we're different from the refugees, right? Because the UN actually cares about refugees. So, this is the world as we know it, and it consists of the first world countries, second world countries, and third world countries. And it makes people wonder, like, what is it like to live in those countries? But here in Taiwan, we think differently. We wonder, what is it like to be a country? So, I'll end with that question. And are there any questions? Okay. So, have you ever lived in the district so boring that you can't even think of what to tell about your country? I mean, your hometown. Yeah, that's the problem I face. So I'm going to talk about Danshui instead of Taoyuan for today. Okay. So as we know, Danshui is located in Taipei, but how exactly will you get there? Of course, you can drive or take a taxi or whatever way you want, but if you want to take the public transportation systems, you can consider the MRT. So it's at the end of the red line, so I don't think you'll miss the station. And also, about the bus, I don't really recommend taking buses from other places to Danshui. But if you're already in Danshui, there is a lot of buses that you can take and just go around the whole county, I suppose. So as you can see, the bus station is right next to the MRT station. So if you already have a designated place to go, you can just get onto a bus as soon as you get off the MRT. Okay. Okay, so next up, I'm going to talk about places to visit in Danshui. So maybe a lot of you are not familiar with this place. So whenever you come to Danshui, the first place you visit, I would say it's Danshui Old Street. Okay, so they have a lot of local food there, and you can feel the atmosphere of Danshui that people are not really have a quick lifestyle rather than normal Taipei people. And also you can visit the shore as well, where they have a lot of vendors just like Taipei, Danshui Old Street. But as you can see, they have railings near the ocean where there used to be stairs and you can actually walk down into the ocean, but because of security issues, of course, they have to block it and it turns into what you see right now. And also, one of my favorites in Danshui is to cycle and on bicycle first. And so on your way you will see Guandu Bridge, and I think it's one of the greatest things you can see in Danshui. And also actually you can cycle onto Guandu Bridge and get onto the other side, which is Bali. And the other way to get from Danshui to Bali is so that you can take a ferry. That I have one little tip right here, is that if you take a bicycle with you, you don't have to wait in line to get on the ferry. So what I usually do is I ride a bike from Danshui to Bali, and then I take a ferry back so I don't have to waste so much energy. Okay, so after so much exercise, you might be hungry, so yeah, I have to introduce some local food. So the first one is age. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so this one is like noodles in tofu and with some special sauces, and also plum juice. They don't really plant plums, but somebody produces it, and now it's famous for Danshui for some reason. And also iron egg. It's braised, but it's kind of chewy. And fish crisps. I don't really like them, but my mom loves them, so I just got to put it up here. Okay, so last but not least, Danshui also have a pilgrimage as well as like the ones in Taichung, but my mom don't really like it because we all have stereotypes that these are for like dropouts or gangsters to do it. So she permits me she doesn't allow me from watching these activities. And that's all from my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. And today I'm going to introduce my hometown, Taipei. But actually, I come from New Taipei City. So, yeah, it's not actually my hometown. Okay, a brief introduction. Okay, it's the capital of Taiwan and it's 278.1 square kilometer, and the population is 2.646 million. Yeah. And I'm going to talk about the attraction. These attraction. Yeah. Okay. The first one, Taipei 101. It was once the tallest building in the world, and it is still the tallest building in Taiwan. And there is a place that you can in this building that you can see the whole Taipei city. And there is a giant ball damper prevent it from collapse. Yeah. And the next attraction will be National Palace Museum. Okay, there's many Chinese imperial artifacts like the jade cabbage there and pork belly stone. Yeah. And Mayor Han once said that if he get elected to become the president, he will exhibit all of the collection in the National Palace Museum. But that actually take 11 years to to do it. Yeah. So there's many collection. And Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. Okay. It's a temple. Yeah. And tourists go there to watch the changing of guards, like 宪兵. And I have a very bad experience there. There's a pigeon that shit on my shirt once. So I hate pigeon very much. Yeah. Okay. Da'an Park. It is actually, I think it's a most beautiful MRT station in Taipei. Yeah, there. Very beautiful. Okay. Yeah, and it's like the Central Park in Taipei. It's very big in the city. Yeah. Mao Kong Lanzhe. Gondola. Yeah. Okay. Okay, is there any question? Okay, no question. Thank you very much.
All right, well, on, Sophie, knock him down.
Hi, I'm going to talk about Ncku today, and my name is Sophie. And this is Ncku, very small, and there are about 440 inhabitants there. And Victoria always says that Ncku is not it's not in northern Taiwan, but see? And it takes about 2 hours to get to Hsinchu from here if you take the Zhiqianghao. And Hsinchu is extremely windy, so if you go to Hsinchu, be careful. And what we have in Hsinchu. The Science Park, about 160 people work there, and more than 400 high-tech companies are there. Oh, and because it provides a lot of jobs, so it attracts people to work there. Job. And so Hsinchu has the highest birth rate in Taiwan. And there are 2 famous universities near the Science Park. And we have the 3rd largest zoo in Taiwan. And maybe you will be surprised that it's the 3rd largest zoo, but actually we only have 3 zoos in Taiwan. And where do people go? We often say that if we are not at the big city, then we are on our way to the big city. It's a mall. And if you go to big city, I recommend you to go here. It's near big city. It's like right here. You just have to walk about 2 minutes. And I really like this. This is really delicious, but I think they don't have this month. And they have the home delivery service. So if you want to check or to look at their menu, please. And we are also famous for pork bowl and rice. Thank you.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Dairong from CSIE, and today I'm going to talk about my hometown, Taiwan. Taiwan is famous for its food, culture, national health insurance system, and high-tech industry. However, I'm not going to talk about these today. Instead, I want to share with you guys 3 not-so-pretty sides of Taiwan. And starting from global position. Sadly to say, due to political and historical backgrounds, we are currently not globally recognized as a country, which means that we can't use our national name or flag in global activities, and we're usually prohibited from participating in global organizations. And even if we do participate in one, we have to use different identities such as Chinese Taipei or China Taiwan. And moving on to the people of Taiwan. Taiwan is home to 23 million people, and we're currently in an aged society. And according to the National Development Council, we're going to become a super age society in 2025, which means that 20% of our population will be over the age of 65 years old. And what's even worse is that we have a declining birth rate. And this year, we became the lowest birth rate country in the whole world. And the low birth rate just worsens the aging society and creates worries about our future labor force. And the third part is higher education. Does anyone want to guess the college acceptance rate in Taiwan? Well, actually, close. Last year, it was 91%. And in 2015 or 2016, it was like 97%, which means that it's extremely easy to get into college in Taiwan. And the problem is that we usually get a college diploma to enter a better company or get into a better job. But the large amount of people with diplomas just decreases the values of it. And so, if I could sum up my presentation about my hometown in one word, I would say pathetic. But that doesn't mean I don't like my hometown. Instead, I actually love it because it's where I was born and mostly where I grew up, and it's where I find my sense of belonging. So I just wanted to tell you the reality the people in Taiwan and me are facing. And I want to remind everyone that you're very lucky if you're at least born in a place that's called a country. Thank you.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Okay, don't mind it. Okay. So good evening, everyone. I appreciate that you can come to my presentation. So today I'm going to introduce my country, Macau. And how to use it? Okay, and firstly, my name is Mark Lam. Some of you may feel a little bit weird about my family name, Lam. Actually, Lam is equal to Lin in Chinese, but Lam is from Cantonese, but Lin is Mandarin. So that means I'm not a Taiwanese, and my mother language is Cantonese. And there is a sentence said that if you want to learn a new language, you need to learn the bad word first. So these are the 5 bad words elements in the Cantonese. Maybe some of you may familiar with this word, "pok guy." And actually this word is mean, oh no, oh fuck, and also fucked up. And so come back to Macau. And this is a map of Macau. And Macau was the colony of Portugal. And the official language of Macau is Cantonese and also the Portuguese. And the area of Macau is really small. The area of Tainan is 20 times of the area of Macau. But Macau has a lot of people, and it has half of the population of Tainan. So that means in Macau we have a higher population density. If you want to, and if you want to make Macau people a Hong Konger and also the Taiwanese mad, you can ask them one question: is your hometown a part of China? But no, Macau, Hong Kong, Taiwan is totally and absolutely not China at all. We have our government, we have different laws, and we have different language and totally different cultures. So we are us, we are not China. And the most famous thing in Macau is our casino. We have tons of casinos, and all of them are legal. And the first one is the Casino Lisboa. And this one is the Venetian. And this one is the Parisian. And there's a nickname of Macau is the Asian Las Vegas. And we're inside the casino. And this is the gambling playground. And there are lots of gambling tables and games and tons of people just around the table. And they are earn money. So if you want to be rich, you can get into the casino and just gambling. And I can say you will get poor. Otherwise, how Macau earn money from tourists? So don't get into the just gambling. So Macau people don't like gambling at all, but we like shopping. Different casino have different style of shopping mall, and this one is in the Venetian, and we have we can buy everything in this shopping mall, like the luxury, also the clothes, some food restaurant, and also like iPhone or something. And this shopping mall is like the 百货公司 in Taiwan. And also, the scenery in Macau is fabulous. And Macau government spend million of US dollar in this firework in every holiday. And also we have some historical Portuguese building like the Senesto Square, and also the Macau Tower. And beside the Macau Tower, there's a lake. I like to just running for exercise at least twice a week. And also the cuisine. And this is the Portuguese tart. And this is the dim sum. And we like to have this for breakfast every day. And we also like having afternoon tea like British. And we have the cha chan tang. And we can have the milk tea and also the lemon with Coca-Cola. So I really miss my hometown and, and my country. So I hope the pandemic can be over soon and I can just fly back to my country and just meet my friend and family and have some food. So do you have any questions? Okay. No, I'm not spy. I hate China. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone, and I'm aware that probably none of you are from Taiwan. Like you are from like various countries, like the high-class Great Britain, and then probably Philippines. So today I'm going to introduce about Taiwan in the Taiwanese perspective. And I'm Lucian, so let's begin. And the first one thing is convenience. Like Taiwan is like super convenient. Like there are convenience stores everywhere. Like this is 7-Eleven. Like there are actually one in Changrong. Then you could get food and drinks, tickets, toilet, and stationery. Like probably if you're studying during 3 a.m. and your blue pen just run out of ink, you could just go to 7-Eleven and buy a new one. Like super convenient. And then the second thing I want to share about what I like about Taiwan is food. First thing is the braised pork rice. Like it's probably you could get this kind of dish everywhere in Taiwan. And this thing is cost around like 35 NT in Taichung, probably like 200 in Taipei. But this thing in about 35 NT. So if you are like a little bit rich, just a little bit rich, you could add this thing, like with a luxurious braised egg. And if you're like Mark level rich, you could add two eggs. Like it's just like super rich. Like yeah. And this is the first meal I like. And the second one is 小笼包. I know it's not originated from Taiwan, but China, something like that, you know, Taiwan and China are different. So this thing is just basically like the dumplings, but you know, it's like the high class dumplings. It didn't even dare to share the name with dumplings, like he have a new name called 小笼包. It's like so high class, like the British accent, something like that. It just didn't even want to share the name, like it spit on dumplings. Like, and the best way to eat it is eat it with like ginger and soy sauce. And it costs around 180 in the Shanghai 小笼包. It's a little bit expensive, so it's probably only for Mark. And the third thing, and also the last thing I like about Taiwan is the welfare. And I think the most famous welfare in Taiwan is national health insurance. It's basically for every citizen in Taiwan. No matter if you are young, or you are old, or even if you're gay, you still can have this kind of thing, like health insurance just like for everyone. As long as you are Taiwan citizens. I'm not sure who it is, it's like I have a face. It's not Huang An, okay? It's like even he can get the health insurance, so what a great policy. So do you guys have any questions besides who this man is? Okay, no, thank you.
Hello. Okay, hi everyone, my name is Sean, and today I would like to introduce you guys about my hometown, Ncku. Okay, so Ncku is located here in the northern part of Taiwan and on the west coast. And there's actually two places that's called Ncku, and it's Ncku County and Ncku City. And they are like just like next to each other, and the population together is about 1 million. Okay, Ncku is also known as the Wind City. Ooh, okay, and it's famous for its wind of September. Ooh, okay, but like strong wind. And what can we do with strong wind? We can fly kites, so we have a kite festival. This is actually our mayor. And we can use it to make some dried food. And just for a reference for how strong the wind is, like during the kite festival last year, a child actually get launched in the sky by a kite for about 30 seconds. And I think the witnesses said that it was about like 5 stories high. Yeah, so the girl was sent flying like she was Peter Pan. Okay, and here are some famous food in Ncku. First of all is the pork ball or gong wan, and the second is rice noodle, and the third one is dry persimmon. And all of them are made through the process of using the strong wind in Ncku. And I think the most special one is probably the gongwan in Ncku, because let me tell you, the real gongwan is from Ncku. Okay, any other gongwan from other city, it doesn't live up with the name of gongwan. It can only be called pork bowl because it's disgusting. Okay, and we actually have a famous science park. And it's actually the first science park ever established in Taiwan by a government's policy. And it's also known as the Silicon Valley of Taiwan. And it's majored in semiconductor production, and it also has many famous companies like the TSMC and other rich companies that kind of support the economy in Taiwan. Okay, then now I'm gonna introduce you to some fun places in Hsinchu, because there's rumors that Hsinchu is a really boring place, and it is. But these are like a few spots that's actually fun. Okay, so the first one is the Nanliao Port. It's just a place that's close to the shore, so you can go there swimming, and even take a bike ride. And the second one is the big city, which is actually a department store, but you know, it's Hsinchu, so department store can be an attraction. And the last one is Hsinchu, and the Hsinchu is actually really old, but it like refurbished for I don't know, for like 6 or 7 years, and this is what it looks like now. And I don't actually recommend going to the Hsinchu. It's actually very small and quite boring. Okay, so and that's it for my presentation. And do you guys have any questions? Okay. Huh? 那个什么联发什么的，不是联发科，联电啊，联电。Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce my hometown, Orchid Island. It's like Taiwan is 741 Orchid Island, and it's the only place in Taiwan that is classified as tropical rainforest climate. So it's always mild temperature, and it's wet and rainy throughout the year. And I'm going to introduce some tourist destinations. So the first one is Lava Cave. Legend has it that there was once a young guy who saw a beautiful butterfly and follow the butterflies to the love cave, and he fell into a huge hole. Then many years later, he came out with 2 other girls. So it's called Lava Cave. Yes. Actually, I'm just kidding. He just came out alone, and he's old. The second one is Dongqing Bay. This bay is recommended the best place to see the sunrise in Orchid Island, not Lanyu, Orchid Island. The third one is snorkeling. Orchid Island is ranked the 11th ranked in the world to snorkel. So if anyone has the same hobby as Lucian, okay, free dive, you can go to Orchid Island. The last one is Lion Couple Rock, and it's obviously because that 2 rocks looks like 2 lions. Okay, so I'm going to introduce the most famous people in Orchid Island. It's called Tao, and it's Daozu. Tatala is a little bit dark. It's the boat that not only a tool to fish, but also a social, also have a social meaning, yes. And the Flying Fish Festival is the biggest festival in Orkney Island. It's in 3 parts: Rayan, Teteka, and Amyan. Okay, I know. Rayan means Rayan, they would do something to attract the fish. No. I really know. Yes, to attract the fish. And the Teteka is the Flying Fish Festival that we know. We actually know is Teteka. And the Amyan is something that he will do after the Teteka. Okay, and Rayan is in February and March. And following by Flying Fish Festival is April and June, April to June. It's up to 8 to 9 months, so it's a very long period. So if you want to go snorkeling in Orkney Island, you have to check the time that lake is allowed to go down the water, because it will probably in the Flying Fish Festival, and you will be prohibited to go snorkeling. Yes. And during the festival, only flying fishes are caught. Yes, that's my presentation. Any questions about my hometown? Okay, no, yeah, great.
So before we begin, let's just take a look at this gorgeous view, and would you mind take a guess where this picture is taken from? Okay, so this place is taken from Ncku, which is my hometown. I've actually lived in Ncku for perhaps wait a second. I've never been to Ncku before. So by the left part, you can see it is the rural areas of Ncku, and by the right part, you can see is the city, Ncku city. But I guess let's just call it Ncku town. So the first part, I'll introduce the rural areas, and in the second part, I'll introduce the city. Oh. Okay, so the first attraction I'm going to introduce you is Azure Stone Light Bridge, which is a bridge you get to see beautiful streams and spectacular canyons. Let's move on to the next attraction, which is Sticky Rice Bridge. It's called Sticky Rice Bridge because I actually don't even know why. Okay, so the next one is Shanglong Rainbow Bridge, and let's just keep moving on, because all we know about Ncku County is bridges, bridge, another bridge, another bridge, another bridge, another bridge. Okay, so let's just stop at this bridge, because people actually fell off the bridge through this gap and actually really died. So by walking on bridges, just be cautious, okay? Let's move on to actually places that really attracts people, which is Qingjing Farm. As you all know, many high school students or perhaps even adults, they held campaigns on this farm, and you get to interact with sheep, but they say that if you don't have hay or grass with you, the sheep actually don't care about you. And I'm back again. One of my friends, he was bumped by a sheep when he was at Xingjing Farm. Okay. The next place I'm going to introduce is Sun Moon Lake. Sun Moon Lake is a huge lake, and it's said to be the origin of Xiao people. And Xiao tribe, I guess. And guess what? There's another bridge in Sun Moon Lake. and the next place I'm going to introduce is probably many people have been to in what is 毕业旅行, I guess, which is Formosan Aboriginal Culture Village. Well, from my point of view, it's not actually a village. It would be an amusement park. I don't know why they named it a village. So now let's move on to the food, the delicious food that we eat in Nantou. Bamboo rice. Yeah. My friend often joke that the first thing they do when they wake up is to chop bamboos off and then shove rice in it and then start cooking. So they have the lunch, bamboo rice. Okay. So let's move on to the next part, the second part, which is the Nantou city. Well, let's just take a guess. In Nantou city, like, where do people go in Nantou city during weekends to have fun? Not Taichung, I'm introducing Nantou. The place is Carrefour. My friend said that during weekends, the only place to go is this Carrefour, like, because it's just too rural, I guess. There's not much amusement for them. So this is Nantou. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jen from E Department, and today I want to introduce Taidong. And what comes to your mind when you heard of Taidong? You may think of beautiful sea view, or hot air balloons, or beautiful mountains. Also, some people may think of a board license in Taidong. Well, these are true. But I think there are much more wonderful things in Taidong that you may don't know. So I will introduce Taidong in two parts. The first part is where you can visit in Taidong, and the second part is what you can eat. Okay, so the first place I want to introduce is Stars Tribe in Taidong. This is my favorite place in Taidong, and you can order some pizzas or drinks and enjoy the beautiful night view and stars view there. And if you like animals, there are some cute rabbits here. Yeah, and remember to bring your boyfriends or girlfriends, or you may feel really lonely. Yeah. And the second place I want to introduce is Siwei Night Market. There are two night markets in Taidong. The first one is Fruit Street Night Market, and the second one is this one. But I think this one is much better than another, because the Fruit Street Night Market is full of tourists and food tastes better here. I think it's like Ruifeng Night Market and Liuhe Night Markets in Kaohsiung. It's the same idea, I think. And the Siwei Night Market only open on Sunday. So every Sunday they are full of local people. But you don't have to afraid that it will be hard to find a parking lot, because the whole road is your parking lot. Even though the police station is just nearby the night markets, it's okay, your car will be fine. And the last thing I want to introduce in Taidong is the Harvest Festival. Yeah, I think everyone in Taiwan should experience it. And you can sing and dance with these Aboriginal people and enjoy some traditional food there. Yeah, and next I want to introduce some food in Taidong. The first one is pan-fried bun, 水煎包. Yeah, it's delicious. And there's a story about it. 10 years ago, this one only 12 NT dollars. But now it becomes 25 NT dollars. But I still eat it every time I go to Taitung. Yeah, yeah, I love it. And the next one is scallion pie. This is my favorite food in Taitung, and it's pretty delicious. But it has added some bad sauce in it, 九层塔. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry, you can try it. And the store is here. It's nearby the seaside park. So you can buy it and sit by the sea and enjoy the sea view and your scallion pie. And that's wonderful. So this is my presentation about Taitung. I hope that after my presentation, you guys know more about Taitung. And if you have any question, just don't be hesitate to ask me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Victoria from Keelung, and today I'm going to introduce you some special part about Keelung. Okay, so Keelung is not only a raining city. You could see in this picture that we also have mountain and we have some good food, and it's not raining in this picture. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to talk about why Keelung is called Keelung first. Okay, so when our ancestors came from China to Taiwan, the first place they walked by is Keelung City, the northernmost part of Taiwan. And when they are taking a boat and they are on the ocean, they saw the Keelung Mountain. And the thing they say is not, oh, it's so beautiful. They say it looked like chicken coop. And chicken coop in Chinese is Jilong. So Keelung is called Keelung. And do you hear the two key points in the story I just told, which is the ocean and the northernmost part of Taiwan? So I'm going to introduce the special part because of the ocean and because of the location. Also, so because of the ocean, we have three special parts, which is Chaojing Park and a Jena shipyard and Museum of Marine Science and Technology. So what's so special about Chaojing Park is this place was once a place for garbage dump, and it has become a park after some renovation. And a Jena shipyard is a good place for taking pictures like that. And it was built in the Joseon period. It was once used for storage gold mine. And if you want to have some knowledge about how to fish and about making boats, you could visit the Museum of Science and Technology. So I'm going to introduce some place because of our special locations, which is Keelung Harbor, Shawan Fort, and Chinese-French War Memorial Park. So as you can see, Keelung Park is very beautiful, and we also have cruise every day. So when somebody say, let's go to the harbor and watch some cruise, I always say, I saw that every day. Okay, and because we are at the northernmost part of Taiwan, we have some fort, and this is Shawan Fort, which is known as Haimen Tianxian. It means that it's really difficult to get in the harbor, and this fort was used in the Chinese-French War before, which happened in 1884. And actually, that memorial park, local people would not go to that memorial park because it's also a tomb for the French soldier and Taiwanese soldier. I'm going to talk about some special food in Keelung only. And where you can find this food is in Keelung Night Market and Street Fish Market. And the first one is nutritious sandwich. Actually, it's not that nutritious because it was fried bread with egg, ham, and tomatoes. And it was famous in Keelung, and you can even see that in Tainan's night market. It says that from Keelung. Yeah. And the second one is 鸡骨啦. And somebody may say it's 黑轮, but actually it tastes really different. And I think Keelung's taste better. And, and the third one is egg sausage. It is also known as Keelung's macaron. And actually, until yesterday, I think that everyone knows what it is. And actually not. So it was like sausage, but without pork. Without pork meat, and we put egg inside. And this is put in the hot pot, and it tastes really good. And do you have any questions?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dylan, and today I'm going to introduce food's paradise in Taiwan, Tainan. And maybe some of you guys just wondering, and Dylan, you are from Chiayi, so why are you going to introduce Tainan? So let me share a story. It's a long story. So everyone knows that I'm from Chiayi, right? And as far as I'm concerned, Chiayi is a wasteland. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, and besides, I haven't studied geography or history since junior high school. So in my perspective, I have always thinking that places that is south further than Chiayi are just waste of land. So I have always dreaming of study university which is north further than Chiayi. Yeah, and guess where I am right now? Yeah, but after I study in Tainan, this place just surprised me. So many places to play and so many food to eat. So I'm going to introduce Tainan with all of you guys. And honestly, I'm not going to share some geographic location or something about Tainan because all of you know about that. So let's start from local dishes. Yeah, we got danzai noodles, we got coffin bread, I don't know what it is. Oh, and we got, what is that, noodles? Yeah, we got a lot of local dishes, which is super delicious. And some cool stuff you can only find in Tainan. The first one is beef soup. But I just don't get it. Why will you guys drink beef soup at 3 a.m.? I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's super weird. So the second one is danzai noodles, and it is so good. It's really just the delicious food ever in this world. And the third one, I guess, Taiwan, the best stuff in Tainan is sugar. It's a weed for Ncku students. For example, Avery, right? So yeah, those cool stuffs you can eat is only in Tainan. Yeah, but if you're getting Tainan, since you have eaten so many food, then after you live in Tainan, just take me for example. You are thinking of, I'm just getting bulk, I'm just getting so many muscles, but no. That's what I'm going to be like. And this is the index diagram, like your body weight, and when you live in Tainan, it just so fast. Yeah, and what about attractions in Tainan? Of course we got so many cool attractions in Tainan. For examples, the first one is Yiguang Island. Why? Because
it's the beach, right? So cool. And besides, you can surf here, you can do some cool stuff there. And the most important one is that this is the only time that you can look at beautiful girls without a sense of guilty, right? So Yukon Island, the best way, the coolest destination in Tainan. And the second one is Salt Mountain, but yeah, again, I just don't get it. Salt is really, really precious in ancient times. And now, we climb them. Why? I don't get it. So when your ancestors see what you have done with those precious stuff, they will just kill you. Yeah, and the third one is about the Amping Fort. Yeah, honestly, I didn't get there before, and besides, I almost got failed when I'm studying junior high school. So whenever I see those historic buildings, I'm just feel like I'm gonna throw up. I hate it. Yeah, so with those cool stuffs like foods, local foods, or places in Tainan, Tainan is a really place that you should explore them. So, gracias. So do you have any comments? I know Pat hates this, but I have to do this. And if you dare asking me questions, just email me, jesushate@gmail.com or my phone. So thank you.
Yay, Tainan combo. Okay, so is there anyone who thinks that the traffic in Tainan is nice? No, right? Really? Okay, so many of you may know that Tainan has the highest rate of car accident among Tainan. Yeah, really, Tainan does. Yes, and thanks Dylan. He just introduced a lot of good things about Tainan, like foods to eat, many foods to eat, and many places to visit. Okay, and yeah, I got one more, many car accident. So let's dig into the reasons why. Okay, how do I use this? How? Oh, okay, yes, the roundabouts in Tainan. My name is Spring. Okay, and so the roundabouts means the traffic circle. Yes, 圆环. Okay, so do you know that the 7 deadly sins for Christian, 7大罪, 七宗罪. Okay, and in Tainan we have 7 deadly circles. Okay, so just take a look. The whole we are about like this position. Okay, we are here, maybe here. So these circles are pretty close to us. And if you want to take a trip, you can just go round and round. Yeah, it's really round and round. Okay, and I will only talk about 2 of them, which is the Mingsen Lüyuan, the Mingsen Green Park or something, and the Dongmenchen. Okay, so the Mingsen Lüyuan, it is the biggest circle in Tainan. It connects 7 roads, so it's pretty big. And at the center of the park, there is a Tangdezhang Memorial Park, and I just want to talk about this man, and he is a great fighter for democracy in the 1940s, maybe, and he got punished by the government. He was sentenced to death, but 3 years after, the government said that, oh, he's innocent. Yeah, but he was already dead, so it's a pretty sad story. But he really did a lot for fighting the democracy and the rights for people in Taiwan. So we built a park in honor of him. Yes, and this is pretty big. The first time I drove there, I was totally got lost in the traffic. I mean, I can't even know which traffic light I should see, and I just like went 2 whole circle of the round. It's confusing. Okay. And the next one is Dongmenchen, the East Gate. And I know that Hsinchu also has Dongmenchen, Yuanhuan, but they are pretty much different. I mean, this one is way more dangerous, okay? It connects only 4 roads, but, okay, here comes the thing. It has no traffic lights. So yeah, it's pretty dangerous. And if you rode a bike or you rode a motorcycle, you want to get out of a circle, then you have to be aggressive. Okay, it's real. You have to be aggressive so that the other cars will know that, oh, you're going to come out. Okay, so yeah, these are the two circles. And the last thing I want to say is, next time if you get caught in a roundabout, okay, these are the words. Okay, my advice is, be brave and trust yourself. Thank you.
I just uploaded like when I come here, so sorry. Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Jesse Wiley. No, Jesse Ing. Okay. I want to talk something about my hometown, Taichung, and I just want to talk about two specific points, which is natural beauty and the economy. But before that, I should talk a little bit about shooting, as always. I don't know why, like, everyone in Taiwan think Taichungese is like this, or if you do not act properly, you will become something like this. And I just want to break this stereotype. Like, I just think about that. I want to put like Taiwanese shooting in here, Kaohsiung or Taipei, like all of them. No, but this happens just 5 hours ago. Like in Taichung, 9 shots on a car. So whatever, Taichung is a gun city. And so the first one I want to talk is about the natural beauty in Taichung. The fun thing is that Taichung is near Hualien and Nantou, so people will misunderstand some pretty famous attractions in Taichung, rather like think they are in Nantou or Hualien. So I want to like introduce you to two attractions. First one is in around like here, and another one is around here. Okay. The first one is this, Wuling Nongchang. Have you ever been to there before? People go there for this. Yeah, I went to there once before, but I did not see any red thing in there because it's wrong season. But it's a really good place to relax and feel that peaceful atmosphere there. And you can also see those Yinghua Go Wengui there. You cannot eat it. One fish costs like 5,000 for penalty. Yeah. And another one is Xinshe Zhuangyuan, and that's penalty, not it's a kind of castle in Taichung. I think it's pretty beautiful. I went there like 10 years ago, so I do not have really much memory about that, but it's beautiful. Yeah. And another thing I want to talk is about the Taichungese economy, but just specifically about the ME students. It's about the machinery industry. So when I go to this department, everybody will like talk to me like, why don't you go to EE or CSIE? ME is like useless in Taiwan, but actually it's not. This is the 2019 tool machine we sell to like the globe. We are ranked 5 in the world. We are even much more than the America. And you might wonder why I want to talk about this. What is it related to Taichung? Actually, this is like the top 10 brand in Taiwan about the tour machines, and this are in Taichung. So, and this is just named Taichung. So I think if anybody want to settle down, if you are a mechanical engineer, you don't know where, I think Taichung is a pretty good city. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so this is Ncku, my hometown. I'm going to talk about the cuisine. Okay. Not cuisine. Well, let me explain. Because Ncku doesn't have much of its own food, so you can't say that Ncku has cuisine, but you can say that Ncku has edible food from other places that came to Ncku. So this is just proof. Oh wait, this is just proof of some of the food that I like in Ncku. Like this is a Shibanya restaurant. I don't know how to say that in English. And this is a Japanese restaurant. And this is an Italian restaurant that I really like in Ncku. So yeah, haha, there's food. Okay, and this is my school. And not a lot of people have heard of it, but it's in Ncku Science Park. And is there like a laser on this? Okay, so this is like a building, and this is our swimming pool, and this is our front door. And something really special about my school is that the food in my school and outside my school is also very terrible. Okay, so these are places to visit in Ncku. So you guys may not have heard of these places, except for this one and this one. Okay, so this is Big City that everyone heard of, and this is the Dongmen Roundabout, or Spring Roundabout. And it's actually very safe compared to Tainan roundabouts, and it doesn't have traffic lights either, and it connects a lot of roads. And this is Sanyi Gongyuan. 新竹人有听过? Okay, so my mom says that the government spent 300 million making this Gongyuan. Oh, am I speaking a lot of Chinese? I'm sorry. 300 million making this park, and it has lots of flowers and water and ducks, and it's very beautiful. And the Ncku Zoo is right next to it. Yeah, and this is the Ncku Moat, where like there's lots of lovers over here, and then there's like malls on the other side, and there's like a moat in the middle, and it's really beautiful. Okay, so here's a few facts about Ncku. Okay, so Ncku has a delightful breeze. Okay, so this picture, Sophie also had this picture, is of a car. And this is the kite girl that Sean was talking about, I think, right? Yeah, she's in the air for some reason. Okay, so here are a few examples of Ncku's wind. Okay, so a common excuse for not making a basket, 就是没有投进篮球，就是oh my god. The wind messed up my shot. Okay, so all right, next. When you're walking uphill, you've got to pray that the wind is on your side. What does this mean? So if you're walking uphill and the wind is blowing downwards, it's very hard to walk uphill. All right, and lots of birds just give up flying. And if you feel a breeze in your house, it's not because you didn't close the windows. Okay, also, Ncku has really clean air. And you guys might think, how? Well, it's because of the wind, okay? It blows all the pollution away. Okay, thank you. That's it.
Wait. Oh. Okay, so my name is William, and today I'm gonna introduce Taidong. You may be wondering why I introduced Taidong since I'm from Kaohsiung, but because Taidong is actually pretty close to Kaohsiung, and you can drive over there on the weekends to have some fun. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna break down this presentation into 3 parts. First part is some basic facts about Taidong. The second is the food, and then the third is the sights you can see. Okay, so Taidong, that's Taidong, yeah, the red part, and it's the 3rd largest county in Taiwan, and it's also known as Houshan, yeah, Houshan, yeah, and then it's famous for its Aboriginal tribes, yeah, 7 Aboriginal tribes, and the hot springs too, and has the least amount of people in Taiwan, yeah. So it's a great place to escape from the city. Okay, so the first food here, this is the first food is Ncku 英加强, and it's really good. The pig blood soup the pig blood is really bouncy, and it's amazing, yeah. And there are a lot of this store. This is actually a store name, and then they sell this, and they have a lot of other different really good dishes, yeah. And the second one, this is mochi, and the mochi is really good too, yeah, because it's made of the rice, yeah. Taidong is famous for its rice, yeah, and then they make it into mochi, and there are a lot of different cool flavors, and there are like qi yu mochi, yeah, and it's really I've never tried it, but all the other flavors are pretty good, yeah. And second food, this is tofu pudding. They have a tofu pudding where they put ginger into it, and it's actually a bit different from what I've eaten before, so I think it's actually a pretty good flavor. The last food is young potato chip, and it's potato chip, fried potato, sweet potato chip, but covered with sugar. This shiny thing is sugar, yeah. So the next one I'm gonna introduce is the sights. Yeah, my sick animations. Yeah. Okay, so this is Duoliang train station, and it's probably one of the first sites that you will see if you drive to Taidong, because it's right next. I'm from Kaohsiung, so you ride around the coast, and then the first thing you will probably first attraction you'll probably see is Duoliang train station, and yeah, it's a train station. I don't think it's working now, but it's a tourist attraction only, and you have to pay $10 NT to go inside. Yeah, and the second attraction is the Chulu Ranch. Yeah, and it's famous for its milk products, and they say their products are made from 100% milk. Yeah. Sick. The next attraction is the Ziben Hot Springs, and it's a great place to relax yourself. And the springs are already from the Japanese colonial times, so it has a rich history too. And the last thing I'm going to introduce is the Taiwan International Balloon Festival, and this year it's from July to August, and there are if you like Hello Kitty, there's the world's first Hello Kitty hot air balloon there, and it's gonna be held on 鹿野高台. Yeah. Okay. So thank you.